Really common story. I'm really big with dads. I don't know what to say. Now you love country music. So yeah. The first baby I had, and I went back on the road 3 weeks later. I'm going to hold my baby and then just hand them to, and then I just go on stage and I'd be like, if he cries, you just need to get out of earshot, please. Because this whole group of people were wearing I Love Fanny t-shirts, and I walked past them and I was like, nice shirts, and they're like, didn't know who I was. We could have a race. We'd have 3 horses and then the audience have to race you back.
That would be really fun, and we'll organise them from strongest to least strong.
Welcome back to Ladies Love Country.
We're your hosts, 2 wannabe Aussie cowgirls with big playlists and even bigger energy.
This is your backstage pass to country music, Aussie festivals, and all the chaos that comes with it. Boots on, mic's hot, let's get into it. So she's the multi-award-winning artist, fresh off the European tour and a string of sold-out shows. Now Fanny is back with her new single, Look at Me Now, and a national tour kicking off in February. The energy she brings to her shows is infectious, and we are so excited to have her on Ladies Love Country. Welcome, Fanny!
Hi!
Welcome to Ladies Love Country. We've got Fanny Lumsden here.
So nice to be here.
We are so excited to chat to you.
Yay!
Long-time fans.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so nice.
Yeah.
I feel like we should talk about how we got introduced to Fanny Lumsden first.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
You need to tell the story.
Okay. So my dad
Oh my God.
is a huge fan of yours. Like he's one of those people who doesn't really like listen to that much music, but like when he does, he like will obsess, and like it's so cute. And so when we started the podcast not that long ago, we were chatting to him, and he's like, have you heard of Fanny? And I was like, I don't know if I had at the time, and he was like, and she was like, oh, she's great. And then we'd just walk around the house playing your music, like so proud. And
Oh my God. Shout out to your dad.
shout out to
Shout
John.
out to John.
He is your number 1 fan.
You won't believe this, but this is a really common story. I'm really big with dads. I don't know what to say.
I also think you're on a lot of the Australian like Apple
Yes.
playlists,
Yeah.
which I think helps because obviously he doesn't create his own playlist.
We legit have this like demographic, like a sub demographic of dads and daughters, and I'm not kidding. It happens everywhere, and it's my favorite thing.
Honestly, a great demographic.
Yeah, it's done.
He is your number 1 fan. It's
Hey, John.
It's so
Much love for spreading the good word.
spreading the good word of Fanny Lumsden. I love it.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah. So Fanny, you've been a busy woman the last few months. So did you want to tell us a little bit about your like very extensive touring that you've been doing, not just in Australia but also internationally?
Yes, it has been so flat out. It's been pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, I just did 10 weeks in the UK and Europe, which was a bit of a Paul Kelly sandwich, if you will. We started with I started opening for him over there in his European tour solo. And then my band and my kids and my family and everyone came over. So we started touring over there. We did like 23 shows, 2 days recording, 2 days rehearsal in 6 days or something. I know there's not enough days. That doesn't make math sense because they crossed over. And yeah, it was massive and it was amazing. Yeah, so we just like played festivals. We played like heaps of club shows, Scotland, England, Ireland, and then we also did Country Halls tour, which is one of our like big tours that we do. We've taken that to Scotland now, so we're doing that in the Highlands, and yeah, it really went off. I did not sleep much, and then we landed back here, and then went on the road straight away, opening for Paul Kelly and Lucinda Williams. Like, I mean, like we got off this stage in the UK, like we played the Long Road Festival over there, and we got off this stage literally. I went signed and then went and found crew showers, hopped straight in the van, straight to the airport, got off the plane in Australia in Perth at 5 a.m. And then that tour started the next day. The Paul Kelly tour started that next day. Oh my God. It was
Had you played in Europe before that? Or
yeah, so we'd done, this is actually our 4th tour over there in 2 years. And we did, our first ever debut is a bit of a, Anyway, it was Glastonbury, so.
Oh, that is, yes, the hair flick
that
is
is
so valid.
That is a big flex.
Yeah, that was a huge flex. It was our, the first ever UK show was like a packed Avalon stage at Glastonbury. And the thing with my career is that I could tell you how I've hustled most things. Like most things, I'm like, nah, we hustled that hard and this is how we got there. That one, I'm like, no idea. Because like I didn't have an agent over there at that point, and like, yeah, it was just absolutely nuts. So that kind of kicked off everything over there for us, which was amazing. Yeah.
So the choice to tour over there was based on obviously fan base over there.
Yeah. We just like, I suppose like my family originates like kind of, they all came from Scotland, and I kind of, there's always like a little bit of a Celtic influence in our music. And then I'd redone an album called Fallow a few years ago. I recorded it twice, and the second time I'd included some like uilleann pipes and different kind of like Celtic stuff. Very cool. So I'd made lots of contacts over there, and I don't know, yeah, it just seemed interesting to me. And then we got the Glastonbury offer, and I was like, well, sure,
let's do it.
Yeah, and it's been amazing.
Have you seen like obviously country music in Australia, but also in the UK is growing like exponentially? Like it's crazy. Have you seen that? Like every time you go back, there's definitely like more audience to country music.
Yeah, I think there's just more awareness. I think there's just like this more like this acceptance. Like you have to explain less. And people are like, oh yeah, right, country music, got it. Like instead of being like, sorry, I don't understand. So it's been really fun, and like also just like their festivals are growing and stuff as well, and there's more radio programs, and it's just getting more attention in general, which is very cool. I mean, I think with us we're lucky. We get called gateway country a bit.
Okay.
So it's like a slippery slope from here, but you know, like if you're kind of just because like sonically we're a bit like, you know, we're a bit more like kind of diverse in terms of like all the sounds that we use. And we're not so bound. And I would say that I'm much more country in my storytelling and where my songs come from, because I tell my stories like from the perspective of someone who grew up and lives in the country. So, but sonically it kind of means that we can play a lot of other kind of festivals. And then I'm like, hey guys, do you know you're listening to country music? And they're like, I'm like, no, you love country music. So yeah. So we include this, gateway line dance into it as well, and like so it's just for a lot of like non-country people. Then they're like, we're trying to convert the masses, you know, we're doing our bit.
We have the same mission.
I love that. We've aligned. Here we are.
But I guess from a slightly different perspective, because we both grew up in the city. We both didn't grow up with country music, but fell into it later in life. And like absolutely love it, love the community, love all the values associated with country lifestyle and country music. And so that's kind of our mission, is to bring the city people into the country community as well.
And we call them country curious. That's what we
exactly. Well, we're like both ends, like bringing together everyone. Like conversion of the world. We'll do it.
So tell us about exactly. The country is taking over.
Yeah,
it truly is. So tell us a bit more about your Country Halls tour.
Yeah, so Country Halls is a tour we started in like 2012, which was a while ago now. We've been going a while. And we basically, because I grew up on a farm in Western New South Wales, and I grew up just going to the local hall was the only kind of place that you could go to. And then when I was living in Sydney, and I had this band, and I was just like, I want to get out there and just do these shows. So we went out and started like 3 shows in 3 halls in the Riverina to raise money for Blaze Aid. And everyone turned up. Like I had no idea what I was doing, but basically the long and short of it was that people were like, oh, our hall's better than this hall. You should play in our hall. And I was like, prove it. And so that's literally how it started. Little healthy competition. And so, we just started kind of not knowing what to do, like how to do it, but it kind of evolved. And then every year we'd add more halls, and then everyone started just like sending me their halls. And so we started an application process. Basically, fast forward to now, we've played over 300 halls all over regional Australia. And it's a full production, full band show, because my whole thing about it is that I want to bring the same show that I would put on here to like anywhere. And then like the whole community comes, kids to grandparents. And we've now gone to New Zealand and to Scotland, and we run it all ourselves, and it's amazing. It's really like what's built me as an artist, for sure. Yeah.
And the community, I feel like that's what we love so much, and that's would build so much community within those towns, and it's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like the whole thing about it is that like we started it before we were known as an artist, like before I was known as an artist, and so I had to like learn how to like activate a community or bring people together when it wasn't about me, it was about them.
Yeah.
And so that is kind of how it had this community spirit from the start. And like I also grew up just going to events in hall, so I knew how to like do that already, you know, get the footy club doing the barbecue and getting like, you know, all the different kind of members of community doing stuff. And then we've also brought that same vibe to the city as well. So now we like try and just kind of foster that community kind of spirit, and like it's like kids to grandparents, everyone in between, and everyone's welcome. And see, the dads, the daughters, everyone.
Everyone's involved. So do you try and do more all ages shows because of that?
Yeah, we're really passionate about doing all ages shows. It started because we played so many shows in the country and there's no babysitters. Like no one's coming if you can't bring everyone. And I also just love it. They just kids tearing around and they're having a good time, and they love it. They like get up there and mosh and they're having a good time, and like
so cute.
And I think most events in the country are already all ages. So then when we come to the city, we try and like do the same thing. It's also a little bit future proofing, you know, like then these little, we're getting like kids that started on the early days now coming to shows themselves with their friends because they used to come as kids, and I'm like,
that's actually really cute.
Yeah, it's great.
So speaking of kids, you had a baby and then went on tour immediately after.
Yeah, I've had 2 babies and been on tour.
Tell us the time frame.
All right, so the first
we
baby,
kind of know.
the first baby I had, and I went back on the road 3 weeks later, and he'd been to 4 states by 4 weeks old, and he went to Nashville at 8 weeks, and it was stupid. Don't recommend it. But we got through it. Like we did these like because it was back kind of when we were still doing lots of different types of touring. We weren't just doing like, you know, like theaters or clubs or anything. It was like country halls, and also like we were doing this tour called Under Your Hills Hoist, and we like would put on these big shows in people's backyards, and we did it all over Australia.
Cool.
And what we'd do, we had this little old caravan that was like from 1978, Pop Top Millard. Her name's Millie. She was quite famous back then. And so it's tiny. It's like 12 foot long. Yeah. And it was my husband, Dan, who plays with me and is like co-managers and everything, and the newborn, and then my brother, Tom, who like most of our fans know, and the 3 of us in this tiny van, 4 of us, and the newborn baby. And then we would just go into these people's places and like putting on these shows in their backyards with like hundreds of people there. And I would just literally rock up and be like, just look around and be like, you want to hold my baby? And then just hand them to, and then I'd just go on stage and I'd be like, if he cries, you just need to get out of earshot, please, because my boobs will leak. Thank you so much. And then we would just carry on. So it was a bit nuts. We've done all sorts of things with the touring. Like he's spent a lot of time in like prams next to the sound desk asleep and on stage. But yeah, then we had another one, and then he came back on the road straight away too. So.
Oh my God, you're a powerhouse.
Yeah, just a bit crazy.
You're putting everyone else to shame. And they're quite honestly, that's so impressive. I can't, and you did it for a second time after that.
Yeah.
So it went well.
We actually considered changing my band's name, just because my band have like they're all been so amazing at raising my kids, right? They're all like kind of co-parenting. And that kind of makes it possible because the band are also great. But we did consider changing our name to Fanny and the Daddies. So I know.
Look, I love it.
Watch this space.
The daddies would love that.
Well, the t-shirts, you know, the merch is writing itself. So as per.
Oh, 100%. No, we saw a lot of people walking around with I Love Fanny shirts at Gympie.
Yes.
You know my favourite moment at Gympie a few years ago, where this whole group of people were wearing I Love Fanny t-shirts, and I walked past them and I was like, nice shirts, and they're like, didn't know who it was. And I was like, that is it doing its job.
100%.
Right there. They don't know who I am and they bought my merch anyway.
They're advertising you and they don't even know it.
It's actually perfect. So.
That is so good.
Cowboy Crush of the Week.
All right, I'm actually going to talk about my 2 first cowboy crushes.
Okay,
So this is like retro.
Hit us
all
up.
right?
I'm keen.
So the first one would definitely be Tom Burlinson in the Man from Snowy River film. If you haven't seen it, you must. It's an Australian staple. I think it came out well before me, but like we used to watch it religiously as kids, and now I live like right near where the Man from Snowy Festival is, and like I worked for it for years, and my dad's really involved. Anyway, so that's number one. The other one is a cowboy called Lane from 8 Seconds. Have you guys seen this film?
No.
Oh,
Is it a bull riding film?
yeah.
Why have we not watched
Honestly,
this?
you like bring your tissues. You're gonna cry, but he is so hot.
We
Anyway,
love cowboys.
Yeah, he is. This would be peak. then.
Okay.
Definitely watch 8 Seconds.
Better than, what is it, The Longest Ride?
Yeah.
Have you seen that
I
one?
haven't seen that one.
Oh,
good one.
do
Okay,
yourself
we'll do a
favour.
swap, and
Yeah.
then we can have a little like
Oh.
like a book club, but
Yeah.
we'll trade notes.
A
cowboys.
Cowboys.
A
Yeah.
cowboy book club?
Yeah, yeah.
A cowboy
Cowboy
movie
club.
Maybe we
We'll
need
work
that.
on
I
that.
think we're onto something.
We've got a new
I do
segment
too.
incoming.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Okay, Holly, who's your
Who's yours?
cowboy crush
Mine
this week?
is so Niall Horan from One Direction has just come out with a country song with Thomas Rhett, or like he's featured on the album. So my like One Direction fan from like when I was a child is like, now he's going into country. I'm like, yes, this is so good. And he's wearing like cowboy hats, and it's just like basically what we're talking about is like bringing like the mainstream people who just listen to mainstream into country. And I just love it because now so many like One Direction fans will now know
Country
who Thomas
music.
Rhett is, and like they
Yeah.
just might not have known about it, and then it snowballs from there. So I think it's like fantastic. The
Also
cross-genre.
Irish, like
Yeah.
an Irish cowboy. That's a pretty peak combo right there.
Yeah, it really is.
Did you go touring in Ireland as well?
Yeah.
Because
Oh
the
my
Irish,
God.
the Irish country scene is popping off as well.
They are
Yeah.
nuts. They're
Lots of country
amazing.
artists coming out of there at the moment that have started coming over here.
It's
Yeah.
it's so good. Like the Irish shows are just like so silly. Like they just one show we were playing like way down in Cork, like down this like
Yeah.
southwest, and it's like one of my favorite venues. It's called DeBarris. It's like this really famous old venue, and it was like so packed and pumping, and there was like these really tall guys right at the front. Like they were really into it, but they were really tall because it's quite a low stage and a low roof. Anyway, I had to like reorder the whole room in height order.
No.
Because they were kind of annoying as well. So I was like, how do I get these kids to the back? And I was like, right, everyone, tallest to the front, tallest to the back, tallest to the front. And I was like, everyone loved it so much because everyone could then see. And I was like, maybe there's a thing we should do.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Irish, they go hard. They go hard, and it's very fun.
Maybe we need to go see some.
I
like-
would
Yeah.
love if I could see in the mosh pit every time.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
short, and I just end up looking at someone's shoulders for like 45 minutes until they move.
You're like, this annoying. Just
I
annoying.
feel like when I look at you at concerts, it's like you just dance to your own like.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like
I
you
may as
are
well
the
just stand at the
concert,
back. Like I can't see anything usually.
So good.
And then I have to try and find someone to convince to put me on their shoulders.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my God, I can see the person. They're right there.
Like, this also looks good.
So speaking of...
Wait, who's your cowboy?
Oh,
yeah, get it in there.
We
Shoehorn that in.
We skip past that one. Okay, so mine is actually someone I met on the weekend.
Oh.
We were up at Groundwater Music Festival, Country Music Festival on the Gold Coast, and we actually met the Buckleys for the first time.
Did you?
And their newest member of the band, Dylan, I think he's like 18.
I was about, isn't he their little brother?
Yeah. He's a young kid, but he's my cowboy crush this week. He was really
So funny.
doing a little like twisty thing with the drums. I don't know what it's called when they do
The drumsticks.
That's
You know-
very well explained.
You know what?
Yeah,
do
I
you
know what you mean. Yeah, the little
Okay.
twisty thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, but it's fast, right? Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah. It's my cowboy crush.
Was it
Here
the
we
twisty
go.
thing that really got you over the line? Or?
And so you have your tour coming up
Yes.
in February. Tell
yeah.
us where
Tour.
you're going and what's kind of the plan.
We're going
for
to
the tour.
we're bringing all the country vibes. We're bringing our country halls to a vibe to the cities. So
Wow.
we're doing a city headline tour, which we've never done because we
Wow.
always usually just play in the regions because obviously that's where my heart is. But yeah, we're doing a city-based tour and we're starting in Perth. We're going to Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney, Canberra and Brisbane. And it's going to be all the bells and whistles, all the silliness. Our live show's got particularly silly in the last few years, and I actually got so fit doing it, and then I had 3 weeks off, and then went and did a festival, and I was like physically like, oh god. But yeah, I do got quite into it.
Were you a dancer when you were younger?
No, just enthusiastic.
Wow, I love it. With the cartwheels and everything.
ADHD or something.
Like,
yeah. 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, I desperately wanted to do gymnastics growing up, but I lived too far from town. I was like, it's like 100 Ks on dirt to get to a place that you could do gymnastics. So my mum said no. So we used to do it on the horses, and make my family watch. So I was very DIY from the start. Gymnastics.
So you were doing gymnastics on the moving horse?
Yeah.
You would have been great on the static thing.
Yeah.
What are they called? Like those walking beams? What are they called?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are they actually called a horse?
Are they actually?
Oh no. There's one thing called a horse.
I love how you're the one that knows.
I can't see you in gymnastics school for some reason.
Totally. Yeah. I feel like it was a miscalling, but so you got to do what you can. I just slip a little bit into my live show.
Then you're on stage. You've hit the nail.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
So for those who haven't seen you perform, Fanny, you have a very energetic show.
Yes.
You're like cartwheeling, you're jumping on people's shoulders. Do you crowd surf as well?
Actually, I've never full crowd surfed. Oh. I've done the shoulders and then been passed from person to person, but I haven't full crowd surfed.
I feel like that's on the cards.
Yeah,
the headline tour.
City tour.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a little nervous about it. Maybe I've seen people do it in a boat, like a blow-up boat. Maybe we could try that.
Oh,
wow.
Or maybe we could get like a blow-up horse or something and then just ride it out into the people could maybe that's what we'll do.
You are an ideas person.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe you'll have to come and we'll work it out. Maybe you guys could do it too. Maybe we could make it. We could have a race. We could have 3 horses, and then the audience have to race you back.
That would be really fun, and we'll organise them from strongest to least strong.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone go and find a strong partner and stand next to them so we have a combination backup.
Make sure you have a strong buddy in the crowd.
I love this idea.
If you're we are all ages, so we're like children to the side.
Yeah. Not strong enough, sorry.
Anyway, get back to you on the plan on that, but it does sound fun.
So you're going to take the headline tour to Perth as well?
Yeah.
Have you done much touring over there before?
We've done a little bit. We've been over there for a few festivals and done a bit of touring. And we were just over there with Paul Kelly and Lucinda Williams. That's where we started that tour, which is so sick. It was like, I don't know, the audiences are so good over there because not everyone gets that far.
Yeah, 100%.
So they're like ready.
Yeah. So because I feel like most of the artists just do like the east coast of Australia, don't really go that far west. Because obviously it's a very isolated place to tour, but there's obviously a bit of a market for it. Like
truly.
Yeah.
Bloody love their country music. I mean, it's like the most isolated city in the world apparently. So
really? Yeah. And I feel like they're dedicated because they're going to travel. Like they most of them don't live in the city there, so that they've driven a long way. And that's what I feel like all the artists we talk to who come to Australia are like. That's what makes Australia so good is they're not used to it. The artists always coming and always performing. So when we do go to the concerts, we're like listening 100% and so engaged, and that's what they love.
Truly though, like I mean, you don't want to. I think if people are getting complacent about it, then that's it's not as good. So.
Do you find that when you do your country hall tours, people are travelling?
Yeah.
From even more rural places?
Truly. Yeah. So when I remember talking to someone who was helping with marketing, and I was like, oh no, the reach needs to be like 600, 700 Ks per show because they come in from far. It's great. The most amazing shows are the ones that are actually usually a hall in the middle of a paddock and there's no other building for hundreds of Ks. And then those ones sell out first. And they're they all just, I don't know, it's amazing. They just travel so far.
So I think
we
also need to go to one.
You do. We also get people coming from the city to the halls because they want to experience this kind of whole thing, and it's great. It was great post COVID and like even pre-COVID when like post-drought and stuff, because you're getting people coming into these towns, staying like, you know, at the pub or at the caravan park, and then like buying like a coffee at the cafe, and like you're just getting a bit more of an injection into the communities. Maybe I should talk to Tourism in New South Wales.
Maybe you should. A little bit of a shout out.
But yeah, it is really fun. But we, like, I mean, same thing to the city. So we're going to do this in the city, and like, and then same thing. It gives people an opportunity to come to the city and have a bit of a weekend. So
amazing. And so you've got a bit of a break now after having a very busy festival season.
Yes.
Is it some downtime, or are you potentially going to be working on some new music?
Yeah, I'm going to be making a new record.
Amazing.
So that's going to be very good. It's not going to be quite as hectic as it's been. I actually had a to-do list of things I need to think about because on that tour, because I just like, we didn't have, like, we worked like 18, 20 hours a day every day for like that whole tour and didn't have a day off. So, and like because we're self-managed, and like my husband and I run it all ourselves, and like we also drive the van when we're overseas, and like we're doing all of this stuff. It does make it for very intense. But yeah, we'll go home. I'll be back on the farm. I'll be helping out a bit and chilling out and just enjoying that time a little bit, I think. But yes, making new music as well.
Amazing. And so where do you get most of your inspiration for your new records that you're...
I reckon definitely traveling.
Yeah.
Like definitely just moving through country, meeting different people, because you're constantly stimulated by new things, and it's just like, I don't know, when you have time to think about it, when I go home, I then have time to think about it. Yeah. And I live in a farm now, and it's like really beautiful. We live in the Snowy Mountains, so I just make sure I make time every day just to sit down and have time to like process the shit we've been through. So
yeah. Wow. So you got family that live down there as well?
Yeah, my parents live on a farm just like 15 minutes away. My brother's on another farm around the corner.
Right.
And then my sister's like a couple of hours away on a farm, and then yeah.
Amazing.
You said your brother's in your band. How did that come about? Was he always kind of playing with you as you grew up, and then? Yeah,
he was, and then when he moved to Sydney, and then I took him on the road to work merch, classic, and then he was there, and I was like, oh, you may as well get up and sing as well, because he's like,
you've been promoted.
Yeah. Not financially. But he's an incredible singer. Like, he's opera trained, and like he's he's way better singer than I am. But yeah, make sure that he stays second fit. No, I'm just joking. No, but he's such a vibe guy at the show. So he wears like a kilt and a cowboy hat, and like he like is full, and people love him. And he's had like some health stuff the last couple of years, and he took some time out. And people literally yell at the stage, "Where's Tom?" I'm like, oh, bitch, please.
This is about me.
Yeah. But no, it's good. He's amazing, and it is really fun. And my husband's in the band too, and then like having him and all of us together is really, it's good.
Almost a family band. Like
pretty much. I mean, we introduce everyone else as cousins, so
oh, that's cute.
We just say,
when are the kids getting up?
Oh yeah, no. I've told them they have to get good. I was like, no, this is no Nepo baby situation. Like, you better be good before you get on the stage.
Are they musical? Do they like?
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. No, they are little show ponies. But yeah, one's playing electric guitar and piano. And the other one's only 3, so he's playing literally anything.
I was going to say, tell him to pick an instrument already.
Oh, he's already picked the drums. Yeah, he's already picked the drums.
So do you get opportunities to work with other artists if you're living kind of like in a remote area?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Like, we do a little bit, not in terms of like, we're not like regularly going to like do co-writes in person or anything like that, because where we live and how, but we try to. And I think that, I mean, I did live in Sydney for like 6 years. So that was kind of, we did lots more in that kind of period. And then, I don't know, which I think we need to do a bit more though. I think it's time for some collabs, see what happens. More horse races at shows, maybe that could be it.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
Inflatable horses.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
We're all for it.
Yeah. We're ready. We'll get practicing.
Just say the word.
Yeah.
Song of the week.
My song of the week is a song called Slow Down by Cam. Do you know Cam? Yeah.
She played at CMC Rocks.
Yes.
Like 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Does she sing Burning
House?
Okay, yes. I know who you're talking about. I've never heard of that song.
So she's put a new record out, and it is like my favorite record I've ever heard in a long time. She's just like the way she does harmonies and stuff, and her arrangements are like super fresh, and she's just really intricate, and she's super cool. And this song is like actually quite the simplest song on the record. But look, it says it does what it says on the packet. Like, it's just slow down, and it's just beautiful. And every time I hear it, I'm like, you're right. Thank you, Cam. I do need to slow down. Yeah.
I feel like I need to
that's my song of the week.
I need to listen to that song.
Yeah. It is hard. It is hard. It's a constant reminder, and then I'm like, yeah. Anyway.
Do you want to go first? What's your song of the week?
You can go first.
My song of the week is actually one of the Buckley songs.
Oh, yeah?
To be fair, I didn't know many of their songs, and then we watched their performance, and it's called Oops, I Love You.
Oh, it's a great song.
Oh my
It's a
goodness,
great
I was
song.
just bopping on the drive here, actually. I was just like bopping to it, and I was like, oh, like,
Sing it for us.
No way. But it's just one of those songs that make you feel good. I'm all about the songs that just, make you happy.
Same.
Yeah.
Full vibes. I think there's probably definitely some drum twisting in that song.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I may have seen it. Okay, no, my song of the week is Orange Juice by Noah Khan.
Oh,
yeah.
I've not heard it.
I actually,
Is that old?
I was just like, I found it the other day, and it's actually the live version from Fenway Park.
Oh, I love live versions.
And like, I actually just really enjoyed I usually don't listen to the live version, but this time I did, and I love the chat that it was like having between him and the audience. Like, it was just really authentic, and it was cool.
And that's why I love live versions. Is like you get all the imperfections. It just feels so much more human.
Yeah.
And there is you do get all that energy.
Yeah, the feeling that you get when you're at a concert. I don't understand people that say they don't like live songs, because I'm like, how you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
And like, that's my favorite thing about music, is like seeing it live.
Yes.
I'm like, I love it so much.
Agree.
First question: do you have a pre-show ritual?
Yes.
Oh,
it's really nerdy. So because I do so many shows, I do vocal warm-ups, and I do yoga. I do yoga every show. Well, I mean, I can't do high kicks like that and blow a hammy without doing yoga every day. And then I have sometimes I'll meditate as well, depending what we're doing, because I got a crazy brain, so we got to calm that girl down. And then all my band will come together, and then we do these hilarious. At the moment, we've been doing these squats, so we all squat down with prayer hands, and people think we're just crazy. And then we have a chant that it's a bit sweary. Oh no, it's kind of fine.
You can say it.
Yeah, great. So we all put our arms in, and then we go cunt, 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 country music. Sorry, Vanessa. But we've also been saying country colleagues recently too.
Iconic.
That is so good.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to introduce something like that.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a real vibe lifter.
Yeah, no wonder you have
yeah.
energy on stage.
Yeah.
I feel like that would
Yeah.
really...
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, Fanny, what was the first concert you ever went to?
Oh, Peter Coombs, who's a child performer. Most people might remember or not, but yeah.
A child performer?
Yeah, he's like kids music.
Like the Wiggles?
Yeah, like the Wiggles. But the Wiggles for millennials. Yeah, he plays I don't know, there's heaps of things, those kind of songs. Otherwise, the first country music performer I saw was Casey Chambers.
Oh,
and
nice.
my boyfriend and I went down on the train to Melbourne and saw her, and I lost my virginity, so you know. Hi, Casey.
It was a successful night.
Wasn't great. Anyway.
8 seconds.
If that.
Was there some twisting? Boots or Crocs?
Oh, boots.
Boots?
But I did just buy my first pair of Crocs the other day.
Yeah, we're about to
And
embark on that journey as well.
Honestly, there's no going back. I only wore them today.
You
Super close. I was super close to wearing them.
You 100% could have worn the Crocs
Yeah.
next time.
For sure.
Yeah.
Next time we'll get some Crocs too.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be having to choose between those two.
No, that's a good
very
point.
true.
What is the weirdest thing that a fan has ever done for you? Or the craziest thing that a fan's ever done for you?
Oh God. So when we were at this country hall in far southwest Queensland,
Yeah.
like doing a signing, and this girl turns up and she's like, oh, I can't say your name to the boys. And they were like, she's like, I'm going to see Miss Lumsden. And they were like, okay, like weird. But righto, you mean Fanny? And she was like, oh, I couldn't say that word. And we're like, all right, okay. Anyway, she comes to the gig. At the end, she's lining up. She must have had a few rums. And she's like, she looks at me and she goes, will you sign my Fanny? And I was like, I'll sign whatever you get out right here. And then she's like, no, like, can't go. And I was like, I'm not leaving here, like right here. She goes, okay. Yeah. Anyway, she was well lasered. So,
that is very good to know. So you got a clean.
Yeah, got a clean signature there.
She's probably going to get that tattooed after.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of we have some pretty incredible fans out there, and one couple who they're about to come to their 50th show, and they've only been coming for. Maybe they've been like around for like 5 years of my career. Yeah, they're dedicated. We love them so much. They did this thing on my last album because it was celebrating stories. It like kind of was one of the themes, and every song has like certain themes and stuff, and they went out into the wild and found those themes and then did video and like photos of each theme, and then as the final photo, which is the final song is called Stories, and it's about like the stories that we tell ourselves, and they had collected every single like item. There's actually a photo of it online right now to do with my Look At Me Now song. Every single item that's like relevant to any interview I've ever done, any band I've ever mentioned, anything there's 100 references in the photograph, and it's incredible. And he's wearing roller skates, which is my favorite part.
Oh my God.
So they're legends.
We need to hire this couple.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I get them to pick up the band from the airport, so. We love them. They will listen to this. Love you guys.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah. Honestly, they're the best. We love them. Yeah.
Amazing. Fanny, thank you so much for coming on Ladies Love Country.
much.
This was a highly entertaining chat, and we are so excited about your new tour coming up. So make sure you guys get your tickets.
Yeah,
and make sure you
start working out so that you can be able to lift all three of us on horses.
Yeah.
That's right.
And make sure you give Fanny a follow on Instagram or socials, because the content's incredible. We love it.
Get in there. And maybe we could convert horses.
Yes.
And play that song, a non-country song. We could play that song live as we're on our horses. As we race.
Oh, I cannot wait for this.
Committing myself to something I'm not sure I can deliver, but we'll try.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
That's a wrap on this week's episode of Ladies Love Country.
If you laughed, learned something, or just love a bit of chaos, give us a follow, leave us a review.
You'll find us on Instagram and TikTok at Ladies Love Country for extra gossip and behind the scenes cowboy grade nonsense.
Until next time, keep your boots on
And your playlist loud.
Yeah.